How y'all doing out there today? I'm Tyrone. I'm from LA, but I come out of the Riverside chapter of All of Us or None. And my biggest push being fresh out of prison right now after doing 16 years is really the struggle that's going on when it comes to finding jobs, building a life for yourself when you're not trying to get back in the trap or get caught up in the streets. And that's not easy right now. But it starts from when you're behind a wall, so I want to push for ACA 3 and beyond so we can remove that involuntary servitude that they pushing up on us where we sit up in them institutions working for 35 cents an hour while they collect the rest of it. Because at the end of the day, if you let a man make the money he need to make while he in prison, his mama ain't got to send him no package. His girl ain't got to send him no package. He ain't got to take away from his daughters and his sons out there who need to keep that money on that side of the wall. He ain't got to take them penitentiary chances in the penitentiary, hustling and moving weight while he incarcerated, catching extra time. So at the end of the day, what I'm trying to push is for everybody to try to support that bill, because that bill don't only help them, it help us out here keep our money out here. While they make money and they can send money home. Because whether these people behind us in these buildings get it, if we make that money we supposed to make in here, it's going right back to them anyway. So what's the point of keeping it from us? It's going right back into the community to be spent in supermarkets. It's going to be sent home to help pay bills. I had to trap in an institution to make it out of there. You know what I'm saying? And it was hard. I caught extra time. I wasn't supposed to spend my life like that. But at the end of the day, they don't understand the struggle. Now let's talk about this side of the wall. When we on this side of the wall and you trying to find a job and they run your background check 90 days later and tell you they got to let you go after you've been collecting checks from them, after you done slave for they organization for so long, they pat you on the back and say you a good worker, but your background check didn't fill out. I just experienced that. And at the end of the day, it get hard when you got to go home and tell the people that's depending on you to bring that bacon, we got to eat bread. We got to make top ramen because ain't no more money because Pop's up out of a job right now. And then that temptation sitting in the back of your head and the homies is like, just come to the projects, champ, we got you. But the projects is what had me in the prison. So I can't go back to that. So at the end of the day, we need to push for these bills. We need to be out here knocking on doors. We need to be kicking in walls. We need to let these capitals know that the things that they holding back from us, we deserve, and we got a right to it because we human. Regardless of what we did to get incarcerated, regardless of what we did to be out here on parole and probation, we still human. How you expect somebody to act like a normal citizen, but you don't want to treat me like a normal citizen because I got a background? They also got a law a bill that's coming out now that's going to slow down the background checks. I just seen the papers on it today, so I'm really brushing up on the ideal of how it's going to be about, but it's pretty much going to stop them from being able to run background checks on the internet, force them to send somebody from their job to come down to these courthouses and pay them a couple of $100s so that they can get our background versus just Googling it on the internet and they deny you the job right away. Because if y'all don't know nothing about background checks, from what I just learned today, they get paid $5 for every background check they run. And it only costs them 1 cent to do it. So every time they run a background check on everybody that's getting a job, they getting extra money. But if they really supposed to be paying $300 for these background checks. But they can get it on the internet right now, so they lobbying to start back going through getting it on the internet. We need to push to have that removed. We saying no to that bill, because if that bill goes through, then you're going to have a bunch of people getting out of jail back in these streets selling drugs again, jacking people, doing senseless crimes. Because right now they like, what, robbing old ladies for purses and groceries right now? Or bopping, whatever they calling it. It's getting hard out here, man, and it's hard out here because ain't nobody pushing for what's real. Ain't nobody pushing for what's right. Look how many of us out here right now. It should be 1 million people out here right now. It should be 1 million people out here right now. But we came out here to stand up, get a little free food, look good, take a couple of pictures, make it look like we a part of something. I'm here to say really get active, though. The same way you was active for that negative life, get active for this life, because at the end of the day, everybody's voice matter. It ain't just mine, it's all of us or none at the end of the day. If we don't all speak, they not going to listen. If we all open our damn mouths, they going to listen to us. Because at the end of the day, every voice that's kept silent, you agreeing with the BS that they pushing. Every foot that's not moving to get active out here, you agreeing with the stuff they pushing. Everybody that's sitting on the couch, trapping, collecting that easy money, you agreeing with these policies we going against, because at the end of the day, these policies gonna make it to where those of us who ain't scared to get up and go to work. I work 3 jobs and I'm struggling. 3. 2 Monday through Friday and then a security shift on the weekend. And I'm still struggling. My family barely surviving, but I'm getting up doing it every day. But I do want to get back in that trap sometime, but I know that ain't where I'm supposed to be. I know where that quick money come at, but that quick money put me back on the other side of the wall, and my voice can't get heard over here like it can today. So as I speak to y'all today, I speak to y'all from the heart and from truth of what I'm experiencing right now. 16 years out of prison, going through these struggles with these backgrounds. You work for a job, they tell you they letting you go after you done already proved you can outwork everybody there just to keep it, and they still let you go. Why you think the recidivism rate is so high? People tired. It make you want to get back out there. So let's push how we need to push and get active out here. Don't just wear the t-shirt, be about what's on it.